Coming up on the SPFL's official YouTube channel, the latest action from League One, including another win on the road for Rangers. Forfar put 4 past the Powers. And a share of the spoils at Oakleview. League One leaders Rangers kept up their 100% record with a win at Somerset Park against Ayr United. There was an early scare for Ali McCoy's side though when Michael Donald's looping effort came back off the post in the 4th minute. Slack play from Ricky Foster let in Kevin Kyle, and he set up Donald, whose effort had Cammy Bell well beaten. Scott McLaughlin was next to threaten for the hosts when his long-range free kick had been tipped over by Bell. The dipping strike looked like it was heading for the back of the net until the Rangers number 1 got his hands to it. Rangers were dominating possession and they eventually made the breakthrough 10 minutes into the second half through Bilel Mohsni. Andy Little chested the ball into the defender's path and he had time to turn before firing the ball past David Hutton. 2 minutes later, it was 2-0 to Rangers. Arnold Peralta's corner found its way to Lewis MacLeod, who acrobatically volleyed the ball into the net. It was a stunning first-time strike from the youngster and gave the Ayr United keeper absolutely no chance. 2-0, the final score. Forfar were convincing winners at home to second place Dunfermline. Chris Templeman set up Paul McManus for the opener in the 2nd minute of the game. A brilliant turn and a lovely finish. Shielding the ball beautifully, McManus fired the ball into the net to give Forfar the lead. With a quarter of an hour played, Dick Campbell watched his side double their advantage through Stuart Malcolm. Ian Campbell whipped in the corner and Malcolm was first to the ball on the edge of the 6-yard area. Dunfermline couldn't find a way back into the match and Forfar eventually added another 2 goals late in the second half to seal the win. With 15 minutes left, Gavin Mallon swept the ball home for number 3 after the ball came back off the crossbar. The long-range effort was just inches from going in, and with keeper Scully stranded, Mallon knocked the ball home. The 4th and final goal of the afternoon came 8 minutes from time, and it was a tap-in for Dale Hilson after the Powers keeper spilled a shot at his feet. There was no way back for Jim Jeffrey's side at this stage, and the 4th goal was the icing on the cake for the hosts. Airdrie were too strong for Brechin at the Excelsior. Martin Hardie put them ahead with a 22nd minute free kick. The veteran's spectacular curling effort was just out of reach for City keeper Graham Smith. Hardie was then involved in the build-up for the Diamond's 2nd goal, but it was Liam Coogan who cleverly turned in the area and fired the ball high into the net. Lovely skill from Coogan's as he doubled Airdrie's advantage. Brechin got themselves back into the contest when Andy Jackson pulled a goal back 7 minutes before half-time. Jackson slid in to touch the ball past Diamond's keeper Scott Gallagher. The home fans had a nervous wait in the second half. Their side didn't make sure of the points until the final minute of the game. Lewis Coult eventually managing to knock the ball into the back of the net. It was 3rd time lucky for the hosts. The first shot saved, the second one gives them the victory. final game of the week comes from Ochilview, where Stenhousemuir and East Fife shared the points. The opener was a penalty. Keeper Greg Patterson's foul on Darren Smith left the referee with no option. A clumsy challenge, and the referee immediately pointed to the spot. John Gemmell took responsibility and sent the spot kick straight down the middle. Good finish from the big centre forward. Martin Corrigan's side couldn't take that lead into half-time though. A quick break from East Fife ended with Craig Johnston tapping in from a couple of yards. It was Pat Clark playing the ball across the face of goal, and Johnston was left unmarked to convert the simplest of chances. Here's how the fixtures look this weekend. In the Championship, Alloa host Falkirk, Dundee are at Dumbarton, leaders Hamilton travel to Greenock to face Morton, and at Palmerston it's Queen of the South versus Cowdenbeath. In League 1, it's Arbroath taking on Airdrieonians, East Fife welcome Ayr United to Bayview, Forfar hosts Stranraer, and at Ochilview it's Stenhousemuir versus Brechin. Finally in League 2, Berwick are at home to Elgin and Peterhead take on Clyde at Balmore. We'll have the best of the action from these matches next time on the SPFL's official YouTube channel.